Guess who's sick again? This kid. Yay! Hey guys, it's Emily here on the Relatable Fates. I have come down with a cold again. Friday I woke up with a cough and a fever. So yeah, there's a sticker in my shirt. So yeah, that's pretty much been my life lately. Just sick. So this week's theme on the Relatable Fates is advice to your younger self. I was looking for inspiration on YouTube and trying to figure out how to make this video because I don't know how to give advice to my younger self. I'm terrible at giving advice to anyone, to be honest. Let's just get into it. I'm going to take a serious approach on this. I don't really know what everyone else is going to do, but I feel like this is going to be you're going to get to know me a little bit better. I want to give advice from my freshman year to now, because my freshman year is basically when my whole life changed. I went to a small private school and there was only 15 people in my class. I had one best friend who was basically my whole world. We did everything together. We spent every hour together. We did everything. And then when freshman year came along, we still hung out all the time, but we just started growing apart, and that was just one of the hardest things in the world for me. So if I was going to give any advice to my younger self, would be just let it happen, because as it ended up, that relationship it really didn't benefit me in any way once I got to high school. A lot of stuff happened my freshman year to where I realized that the people that I was hanging out with weren't making me feel good about myself. I would give myself the advice to not judge everyone, because a lot of the people as a freshman that I didn't like, or that I judged, or that I would make fun of behind their back, they're some of my best friends today, and I love them so much. My advice would be get rid of the toxic relationships that you're in, because you're gonna find other friends, and you don't need to stick with someone just because you've been friends with them for a long time. If you feel like you just aren't being who you want to be, you need to change, because in the end it's going to be for the better, even if it hurts. The thing is, I, as a freshman, compared myself constantly. I would always say I'm not as pretty or as skinny or anything, so you shouldn't have done that, because you were beautiful and you didn't need to, and you should have just accepted yourself for who you are. Going into that, I really wish you would have never dyed your hair blonde. Like, what were you thinking? That was the stupidest thing of your life, because now I'm a junior and I would give anything to have my natural hair back. Like, I want it back so bad. So to go on into my sophomore year, things did get better, because I did realize that I didn't need certain people in my life anymore. Sophomore self, I think that same thing. You don't need to feel like you're comparing yourself to people, because I did that constantly. When you constantly compare yourself to other people, you're never going to be completely happy with yourself. And as soon as you stop, you realize that there's no point in comparing yourself to people, when everyone is made in an individual way and they have their own strengths and weaknesses. And then over the summer, I discovered YouTube, and honestly that has been one of the biggest changes in my life. So if I was going to give myself any advice, would have been to watch YouTube videos more. Now that sounds weird, but YouTube just gave me something that made me feel like I wasn't alone in the world, because when you hear people talk about their problems or say that they are going through the same thing as you, you just feel like you're not alone in the world, and YouTube honestly gave me that. And I was able to realize that as an individual, I can do whatever I want and I don't have to be like everyone else. And it's just made me a different person. Like, I know it sounds weird to say a social media site changed my life, but it's not. It's the people that every week post a video, whether it's something silly or funny or serious. It's just somewhere where you can go. And if I would have discovered that as a freshman, I think my life would have been way different. Because I'm definitely a more happy person now than I was 2 years ago. So you should have discovered YouTube a lot sooner, Emily. Boys. If I was going to give advice to myself about boys, I thought that no matter what happened, the guy I liked would always like my best friend, and that's been happening since freshman year, and I know it's not my fault, but I just wish I had known that when I was younger, because it sucks when the person you like likes your best friend. I've felt that more than once. It's not fun. So anyone who goes through that, just know they don't deserve you if they don't think that you're good enough. And it happens a lot. I think people always like my best friends, and then they'll talk to me about my best friends and they'll get to know me and then they like me. So don't fall victim to someone not seeing how wonderful you are the first time around, because no one deserves to be a second choice or a third choice or a fourth choice. And if I wouldn't have even known that like 6 months ago, I would have been better off than I am today. So advice to younger self and anyone else who goes through that: if someone doesn't see how great you are right away, they're not worth it. No matter how charming or wonderful they seem, just no. Just realize that someone out there, you will be the first choice and you won't have to wait around. I think that's all. Well, that wasn't advice to my younger self, really. That was just kind of like my life story. So yeah, I just wish my younger self would have been more confident. I mean, I'm still not the most confident person in the world, not gonna lie. But if I would have just realized that I'm my own person and I can be whoever I want to be, and I can be an individual, and I don't need other people. I don't need to compare myself to other people. I don't need to try to be like other people to be liked. I wish I just would have known that as a younger person. I mean, I am only 17. I don't know what's gonna happen in a year when I graduate or when I go to college. Ooh, oh. Here's one really good piece of advice. Freshman Emily, you were 15 and a half when you started freshman year. Why the heck didn't you take driver's ed? Because now you're 17 and you still don't have your license and it sucks. So what were you thinking? That's my one real piece of advice. Take driver's ed soon, because when you're 17 and you don't have your permit yet, it kind of sucks. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's not normal. I just thought I'd do it. I don't know. I hope this video helps you if you're going through the same things I was as a younger adult, or if you're going through those things now. I don't know. Younger me was kind of silly. I gotta stop talking before my esophagus falls out. So I hope you liked this video. If so, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Please subscribe to the Relatable Fates, and I will see you all next Monday, hopefully not sick anymore. Peace. You know what the best part about being sick is? You can make strange sounds. I sound like I'm crying through this whole video. No tears! Oh, it's 15 minutes long. And now I'm gonna play some trivia. Crack! Oh, look at my nose. I look like Rudolph. Goodness gracious. Oh, fun fact. My wall was filthy from my video last week from trying to wall twerk. I had to wash it with a towel. I had blue jean marks on it and dirty feet. Like, Emily, you nasty? What were you thinking? Okay. Peace out, lovelies.